Meet a model?
I love dancing and new clothes and gifts.
They live happily ever after.
Anyone ever tell you?
Yeah, they told me.
That is the stuff I am made of.
It was a time of change in Hollywood. In the last couple of years, movies like Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, The Graduate, and of course Bonnie and Clyde had pushed the boundaries of movie making and altered forever what could be shown and portrayed on movie screens. New styles and trends conquered the film industry with an unexpected force, and the Academy responded with a nervous back and forth, opening up to daring innovations in small steps while holding on to the familiarity of days gone by. Awarding Best Picture to A Man for All Seasons, In the Heat of the Night and Oliver in 3 consecutive years. And this insecurity about the status quo continued at the 1969 Academy Awards, where movies like Hello Dolly and Anne of the Thousand Days served as a last nod to the successful trends of the past, while the foreign nominee Z, the revisionist western Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and the eventual winner, the X-rated Midnight Cowboy, were able to display some of the ongoing anxiety in the nation at large. It was a clash of styles that was not only evident in motion pictures themselves, but also extended to the performers who appeared in them. Giants from the past held on to their relevance, while the emerging era gave birth to a new generation of screen stars as far removed from the old days of Hollywood glamour as possible. A clash fought out in many acting lineups at the Academy Awards as well. At the 1969 Oscars, we have for example promising actors like Jack Nicholson, Elliot Gould, Dustin Hoffman or Jon Voight compete with established names like Gig Young, Richard Burton or John Wayne. And this dynamic was also carried over into the year's Best Actress category, that saw a unique mix of contemporary and traditional, of upcoming and established, of different acting styles and narratives, of past experiences communicating modern messages, of personal beliefs influencing the choices made on the screen. There's a comeback for an actress who had made her breakthrough more than 20 years ago, a symbol of Hollywood's golden past, but also part of a movie that desperately tries to connect with a contemporary style and relevance. There's a British actress in a time when the Academy was very fond of performers from across the Atlantic, theatre-trained and distinctly accomplished, achieving an international breakthrough in a role that captures both the extravagant grandness of previous eras, but also the dark intensity of the current cinematic moment. And 3 newcomers who stood for Hollywood's future. 2 of the screen's most talented Nepo babies, who maybe were not completely at the same point in their careers in 1969, but for whom their nomination still represented an important step forward, a confirmation of their own talents that finally separated them from the celebrated shadows of their famous parents and positioned them as the important actresses for the new decade. And another newcomer who also seemed destined to shape the future of the American movie landscape, bringing a modern angle to old-fashioned storytelling, making a statement about the societal changes happening at the end of the decade through the confines of a historical epic. So there's a lot going on in this category, and I can say right away that it is a very exciting lineup, one where every performance has stood the test of time and where nobody feels like a default choice or a filler nominee. All women earned their place in this category, and it will be a pleasure to capture their work and careers in more detail. The naked desperation of Jane Fonda, the quirky eccentricities of Liza Minnelli, the very personal misery of Gene Simmons, the delicious bite of Geneviève Bujold, and the classic theatricality of Maggie Smith. It's time for Best Actress 1969.
But we will remember long after Saturday's gone.